Welcome, fellow masters. My name is Misaki from Chaldea Gurus, and we need to talk. So, this is actually a few hours after the Aniplex Chaldea Broadcast on number 2, and it was underwhelming, and that's putting it nicely. Kind of went on a tangent on this a little bit after, because we were live streaming our reactions to the stream. Because the first time they actually put on the Chaldea US broadcast, very similar to what JP does. You know, I was excited to have Erica Mendez on there, the voice of Mosh from the Fate Grand Order First Order OVA, and that was nice. They had a little Ask Questions section. They had a little fun little trivia bits. They gave away 30 quartz, so enough quartz for a 10 roll for the new Singularity. They showed off new animations as well. And like, yeah, they announced in London, but we already knew that London was coming. So it was more like, hey, here's some extra stuff that you guys didn't know about that we're going to do. So that was the president. That was what they already kind of set up for us. So when this one comes around, I feel like they misunderstood their target audience. I think that their demographic that they were aiming after, that they were clearly aiming after trying to like get new people. They were trying to get new people playing the game. I don't feel that a broadcast like that was the best platform. Because honestly, who is watching that never has heard of Fate? Excuse me. Sorry, like I'm literally just kind of walking off of a high, and currently Toho Sniper 98 is streaming, and he was talking about it, and I echo a lot of his sentiments. I'm sure a lot of the fans on Reddit, on Facebook, on the other YouTube content creators are kind of wondering what the heck that was. They were clearly aiming at new players, though. They devoted about 45 minutes or 40 minutes or so of the tutorial, the opening. Like, what the heck was that? Why did we waste so much time with that? And you know, if they are trying to get new players into the game, fine. I do not feel that a broadcast was a proper platform to do that. I think that is more for your fan base that you already have occurred. Like, you set the precedence by showing all this stuff the first time, and this time, yeah, you gave us 10 quartz. Thank you. Like, honestly, that's awesome. That's not going to be a 10 roll. So yeah, you'll be able to single roll a couple times, but that's not going to be a 10 roll. That's not going to be a thing that is going to be enough. I feel like that should have been a platform that you could announce something that we never saw coming. Like, hey guys, we got some more animations for you. Or hey guys, you know, here's a sneak peek of the event. Like, tap more into your audience a bit. Like, get in touch and get more involved with your audience. Like, in the beginning, they did these little fun things, little videos, like, hey, we're just like you guys, we roll and stuff, and we're addicted to the game and everything else too. And I can tell that there is passion for Fate there somewhere. Like, yeah, there are some problems with this game. There's little things that they can fix. There's some translation issues. But when you look at the team they have, Aniplex isn't necessarily putting 100% effort into this. They're not putting it in there. They're just another cog in the machine. Like, think about it. Every time you check out an Aniplex live stream, it's mainly there to promote Aniplex stuff, not Fate. I mean, granted, it's called an Aniplex live stream, so of course they're going to use that as a platform to show off what stuff they have coming. But I don't think that the Chaldea Broadcasting station should be that. I hate to compare to Japan, but that's kind of the influence. Albert said himself in the first one that he got inspiration because they did the same thing in Japan. So if you're going to do that, why don't you let Albert go out? Because clearly he's played Japanese. Clearly he knows, he's a fan. He's up to date with the game. Why don't you kind of let him play ball, per se? Let him get some more voice actors in there. Let him get some creative directors. But instead, it seems like you're saving that for your cons. Like, let's think about it. All the big cons is where they announce the big stuff. Like they announced back at con around November time, they announced the Thanksgiving banner with Skaha. Like that's huge. They did that. They announced the paid gacha. That was huge. Even before that, like way when they were talking about Okeanos, they announced all the Okeanos and the changes they were making to daily quests and the changing that they were making to how the game played. They save all that for the cons, and while you can still do that, I feel like you need to get in touch more with your fan base. Like, we care about this game. We love this game. Yes, it's a gacha game. Yes, it's there attracting the whales and like seems like they're riding off the whales here, but we do love this game. We love this series. There's lots of opportunity here. If you play your cards right, you can get way more money than you're getting right now. Like, for sure. And I just don't see it. I don't see that extra effort that they're putting into it. They did a tutorial with the guest from Smosh Gamer, who, by all means, is super nice. Like, it was nice that someone new was willing to come over there, and I'm glad she had some good roles and whatever else. Some people say they were rigged, whatever. And then they showed off things that we already knew about in America. They announced it in the game. You can see it in the newsfeed. They announced it on Facebook. They announced it on their page. Where there's places to get this information. There's nothing new. Like, anything new would have been fine. But nothing. Nothing at all. So what was the point of the stream? To show new players how to play? Why would you use a stream that late for that? Why isn't that something that you would do on your regular Aniplex live channel? Why isn't that something you wouldn't do daily? Better yet, why don't you do a weekly stream just for Fate? Say, hey, let's talk about Fate stuff. And that's something that you can bring the Smosh Gamer girl onto. And I think that would be well received. But this is something that doesn't happen often. It happens like a new Singularity comes every season. So 4 times a year, give or take, maybe 3. So you're going to waste that opportunity that you have with people chomping at the bit for information to talk about something that we already know about for most of it. Show us a tutorial that most of us who have re-rolled have seen a lot, or the people who have played this game and like have seen this part already know about. That's not going to be received well. A lot of people are saying this. Sniper mentioned it, and I agree with him. They're not really in touch with their fans, and they need someone to kind of be a better social media manager, just for Fate in general. Because what works for the Aniplex stuff, like in general for anime, does not work for this type of game. Not at all. Because this is not a product that you can be like, hey, go here and get this at rightstuff.com, blah blah blah. You can do that. That is fine for Sword Art Online, that is fine for Ororimo, that's fine for all that stuff. But for Fate Grand Order, this is something that is continually going to make you money if you put the right amount of love in it. Yeah, you gotta make money regardless, but if you piss off your fans, they're not gonna want to shell out money for a game that they could technically play already somewhere else. So, like, let's look at Pokemon Go, for example. Pokemon Go exploded in the first month, and there were so many people playing the game that had no idea what Pokemon was or did not care about Pokemon. But the moment Pokemon Go came out, people are playing it. To the same degree, Fate Grand Order can do the same, if not hasn't already done the same thing. This is people's introduction to the Fate series, this game sometimes. So, you can do what you're trying to do. I just don't think that the Chaldea Broadcasting Station was the best place for it. These are just my thoughts. It's just a rant. You know, Aniplex in the end can do what they want. And by and large, it wasn't horrible. It just wasn't what we needed. Like, we were expecting a strong 9, or like you knock it out of the fence. Like, hey, here's some more animations that you can have, guys. Or, hey, this is a sneak peek of what's coming, because we know what's coming. We know the memes. We're in touch with you guys. But instead, we got something that none of us really wanted. You prepped this up. You hyped this up for a while, and it just, you didn't deliver. So, I have faith. This is just me being a hopeless optimist, but I have faith that for the next Singularity when this comes up again, and it will, because they want them really badly. Kind of follow the flow of Japan. They want to keep up with it. That's fine. But come out swinging for the next Singularity, for the next broadcasting station. That's an important Singularity. That's very important. I'm not trying to spoil anything, but Albert knows that's an important chapter, and that deserves the hype that it's got. There's a reason that there's a whole stage play dedicated to that chapter, because that's when Fate Grand Order really decided to take off. That's when they took off the kiddie gloves. That's when they decided, you know what, let's make this game hard. You know what, let's make good stories. You know what, let's actually make characters that are interesting. Or maybe they already had that in mind from the beginning. But that's where it started. So they need to bring it. And I'll be watching all the same. I'll be keeping my eyes peeled. But before I go, the other thing I can suggest, interact more with your fans. Just a bit more than what you have been. I don't see it. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just my little small side of the corner. But I don't see that much interaction, really. Why don't you get in touch with us? Like the content creators, the streamers on Twitch, the streamers on YouTube. Like, get in touch with Silveroni from G&A Reviews. Get in touch with, like, I don't know, get in touch with Not a Whale. Get in touch with Zis. Get in touch with Shotgun Shogun. Get to know these names of the people that care so much about your game that they're willing to make videos about it, that they're willing to stream about it, that they're willing to try and wail and throw money at the screen to get a certain character, to get their Jolter, to get their Edmund Dantes, to get Jack. Like, get in touch with that. And I feel like you will be able to, like, reach out, like, be a superstar. Like, oh, right, Aniplex is getting it. You know, yeah, they're in there. And there you go. So, I'm rambling. Sorry. But this is just my thoughts. If you guys agree, comment below. If you disagree, comment below. If you want, share this video, like this video, subscribe if you want. I just needed to get this off my chest because this was on my mind, and just kind of sitting there and digesting it, talking to Razor Ninjas, talking to people, talking to the other gurus, and it just talking to you guys in this after stream was it wasn't that great, guys. But I have faith Aniplex will see this and they'll course correct somehow. If they don't, well, you can lead a horse to water, you can't make him drink. But in any case, I am Sasaki from Chaldea Gurus, logging out.